Why peace? The world will tell you this is what the world needs, this is what the world needs, this is what the world needs. But 7 billion people on the face of this earth are crying out for one thing and one thing alone, and that is peace. And peace is not the absence of war. I travel not because I like to travel. I travel so I can say this. What you're looking for is inside of you, and you should be in peace.
Rawat has been traveling for 40 years, inspiring people around the world to find peace within.
Buenos dias, shalom, buongiorno, guten tag, bonsoir Montreal. I go and I talk to people, and I present them with the possibility of themselves discover the peace that lies within you. At the last event that I had in Miami, I gave a bit of a trivia, which is that a bumblebee can fly on 1 gallon of honey around the world. So I figure I'd give you another trivia today, and that is that when you get to the end of your road, that's it, end of your road, nowhere to go, things look pretty hopeless, that's what it is, the end of the road. Turn around. Because that's the beginning of another road. And that's what this life, this existence has to be. It has to be fulfilling every day. It has to be. It has to be clear every day. It has to be beautiful every day. I know people like things that are unique, limited edition. Only so many of these were made, and people go, wow, that's really precious. Every day that you live, that you exist, that's it. It doesn't come back. Does that make it precious for you? Does that make it real for you? Do you understand the dynamics of every single day? Do you understand the dynamics of one lifetime? Do you understand the dynamics of every breath? Do you understand the dynamics of existence? Existence, to exist. You, me, every one of us, at times we measure our life by, oh, it's a great day today, today's sunny, today's warm, today's this, today's that, da-da-da-da-da. And sometimes we measure our life, oh, I don't have that, and I don't have that, and I wish I could have that, and I wish I could have that, and gee, you know, that would be great, and that would be great, and you know, how come I don't have a house like that? And how come I don't have a car like that? And how come I don't have a girlfriend like that? And how come I don't have a wife like that? And how come I don't have a husband like that? And how come I don't have a boyfriend like that? And this drama of ours, The only way I can describe it, that there are two forces in your life. Two forces. And you are in the middle of these two forces pulling on you. You have to learn the art, and it is an art, you have to learn the art, which one to resist and which one to let you pull. It's really important. There's a disease. I'm not a doctor. There's a lot of doctors I know are sitting here. I'm not a doctor, and they will not qualify this as a disease, but it is, and it is eating away humanity. It's deadly. It is deadly disease. It's eating away, and not one single country, island, cave, nook, cranny, avenue, street, building is exempt from it. And this disease is called unconsciousness. And it's a bad disease. Once you get it, it's really hard to kick. Just a few days ago, do you know where I was? I was in jail. And I had the most marvelous time you can imagine. Now, I speak in front of a lot of people. Sometimes it's 500,000, 100,000, 60,000, 70,000, 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, whatever. And I had the greatest time, because when I said the word unconsciousness, I had an audience that went, so there I am in jail, I'm talking to these people. I have nothing to sell. I am mentioning peace is inside of you. And they concur. In the most unlikely place, in the most unlikely place, we are having a conversation about peace. I mean, my God, you know, we should be talking about what's going on out there, you know, and, you know, there's things happening and you guys are missing out on this and this. No, 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 we're not doing that. We're talking about peace. And we're actually enjoying it. They're enjoying it and I'm enjoying it. I'm talking about peace, enjoying talking about peace. And they are understanding what I am saying. Because, believe me, I have been with audiences who had no clue. They're like, and that's why I have to tell a joke once in a while, so they'll close their mouth in case a fly or something flies in. No clue. So what is this thing about peace? What is this thing about this disease called unconsciousness? Because believe me, if you want to get to peace, you got to cure the disease of unconsciousness. And there's only one cure for this disease of unconsciousness, and that cure is consciousness. You want peace in your life? You can have peace in your life. Why? How? Because peace is in you, not somewhere else out there, not in some book. No. No. Nobody has to bring peace to you. You have peace already inside of you. You have consciousness in you, and you have unconsciousness in you. You have hate in you, you have love in you. You have clarity in you, you have confusion in you. You have mortality in you, and you have the immortal in you. Talk about everything. Whew. Right there, you cover it. The mortal in you and the immortal in you. What you need is not a piece of paper. You need a mirror to understand what is happening. To turn within. And in the quietness of you, listen, not to words, but that feeling, wanting to appreciate the feeling of being alive. Have you ever given a chance to those things that are good within you? Those things that seek out clarity and become happy at the thought of having clarity and become elated at the presence of clarity. Of course you have. Of course you have. But the point is, what do we practice? I know one thing we practice every single day is unconsciousness. I thought of a word today, and I looked up its meaning. It's an interesting word. It's a very common word, very common. But what does it exactly mean? That's what I was interested in. So the word is restless. You know, familiar with that word, right? Restless. We all get restless, don't we? You know what it means? It means exactly that. Restless. No rest. That's what it means. No rest. What rest are we talking about? Then in this beautiful ocean that resides within you, come and rest. Within you is the resort of resorts. Within you is the most comfortable place you can ever experience. I know there are people who are very afraid. I was like, well, if I was to go inside, I mean, what would I find? Gee, don't you hope it's good stuff? It's inside of you. What do you want to find inside of you? Horrible stuff? Oh, it might be. I mean, geez, you know. No. Inside of you is the most comfortable. As this is the mortal, so is within the immortal. As this can be confusing, within it's clear. As this is a drama, of course it is, every day it's a drama. What do you need a movie for? Just look out here. There is love, there is hate, there is suspense, there is adventure, there's mystery. As this is drama, inside is reality. Constant, unchanging reality. Constant, unchanging, and reality. Pretty good words. That's where you need to go. I was watching the Weather Channel. No, I'm not a geek or this or that. I mean, just watching the Weather Channel to see the weather. Because, you know, I'm going to be traveling, and I had been traveling, so I just get my heads up. And they have a little segment these days called Wish You Were Here. And it's their reporters, you know, the Weather Channel's reporters, they go out to all these really beautiful places with a beautiful beach, crystal clear water, and they go out there and they're reporting back, and they're basically saying, wish you were here. It's like a little thing of, you know, coercing people to go take vacations. It's Jamaica and this and that and Caribbean. And I can tell you one thing, every person that has been within has called out to the entire humanity and said, wish you were here. Because there's no place like home. And that's your home. And because it is a reality, it works, even in the confines of a correctional institution. That's the facade. That's just the facade. A human being is a human being. And as long as there is a human being, within them is this most precious thing that is available to them. Within you is the vacation spot of the universe. Known universe. The vacation spot. The vacation spot in the entire known universe. There are people who say, oh, there are people who are blessed. Are you breathing? If you are, you're blessed. You are blessed. You are amazingly blessed, you are incredibly blessed, and there can be no greater blessing. There. And of course, it's kind of like that's what the dynamics of it were in San Antonio. Here they are. And they can take both tacks. They can see the hopelessness of it. And that's there. It's hopeless. I mean, it's not like, somebody's just going to open the door and you're just going to walk out. That's pretty hopeless. You're in there for as long as you're in there for. And it's not like, HGTV, the home and garden TV, is going to come in and redecorate it every weekend. And so you get a little change of pace or this or that. No, that's not a happening thing. So there is hopelessness and there is hopefulness. And they found hope, because hopelessness was inside of them and hope was inside of them. So, it really sounds like the human being is full of treasures. And if those treasures have not been explored and used, they have to be used. Consciousness has to be used. You cannot just say, I have consciousness. I have experienced consciousness. Because that's the fallacy people have about peace. You experience it one day and that's it. One day, oh yeah, yes, I definitely have experienced peace once. It was a long time ago when I fell in the bathtub and hit my head. It was very peaceful for a while. No, peace has to be felt every day, my God, every day, every hour, every minute, every second. And the moment you're not feeling peace, something is wrong. Not right, something is wrong. And I'm not just saying that that's only true for you, not for me, that's true for me too. Believe me, when I am not in that place, it's not good and it is wrong. It is wrong. So, I have just told you, everything you could ever want, need, to live this life to its fullest, you already have. Because the one that you have been searching for has always been here. It's good news. It's really, really good news. But people don't want good news. They want interesting news. Sorry, I don't have interesting news. I just have good news. That's all. That's all I have. That's all I have. You have a gift. All of you have a gift. This is exactly what I told those inmates. You have a gift. Find it. Gift doesn't have to be something huge. It can be something that you make somebody smile. Make somebody laugh. Now, cry doesn't count. I know some people have that gift too. They can make some people really cry, but that doesn't count. But what counts is whatever your gift is in this life. And if that gift is to find that inner peace, hone it. Become good at it. That's all I have to say tonight.